love this beautiful song by Stewart. I've got my 12 string out because that's the primary guitar, but it sounds great on a 6 string. There are some Spanish licks which we'll go over towards the end of the lesson. Those are played on a 6 string. Intro, we're playing a C add ninth and a G. So C add ninth is like taking your G chord and you're moving your middle finger onto the 5th string and your index finger onto the 4th string. So you can leave, normally this E is open. Either way, I usually put it down with the G, that's fine. Okay, so we've got E add ninth to G, and it starts out slow. You just want to, so it's a down, up, down. And then only in the intro does he do a ta-da-da. So it's a down, up, down very quick. Then a down, and then you're back to G. There's always a down strum before you change chords. So watch my strumming. Okay, so that gets us through the intro. Is C add ninth to G twice, and then they go into the verse. The verse is C add ninth to G twice again, so you'll have 2 measures of that, and then you're going to walk down when you're on a G to a F sharp and then E minor chord. So let me take it from the verse. We'll take it from the intro of the verse. They go into that E minor, so it's a walk down, da, da, da. Then to C, back to E minor, then our C is a half measure, and then we do a D for a half measure. Okay, so that gets us through the first part of the verse. Now the next part changes a little bit. He's going to go from a G to an F sharp over D. Now there's a couple ways you can play it. I find going from a G and just switching my middle finger to the 3rd string and putting my 1st finger on the 6th string, 2nd fret, gives me that. Now I'm not really playing that bottom E, okay? So I'm just playing the 6th through the 2nd. So we have this. E minor, then C. Okay, you do that twice. So you can see how that G walks down to the F sharp and then the E minor again, but this time we're actually playing a D over F sharp chord. Alright. Now, then there's Envy of All My Friends. He just does a quick ta-da-da, down, up, down. And then you'll hear him, it gets kind of quiet. Seems like only yesterday. Okay, that's E minor. And then we're going to use, it's going to be a G over a B. Okay, so we're using the B root note. We're not playing the G. So we got A minor, B, and we can add our 3rd fret, 2nd string. Okay, you can put your pinky down if you want to. And then to a D. Alright, this starts, seems like only yesterday. And then there's just notes that they really do. It's C, B, A, E, G chord. Okay. Now, what you can do if you want to make it a little more interesting, you're playing solo, you can do C to that B over G to A minor. Okay, so we have this. E minor and G. So that's kind of the chording structure of that little phrase there, and if you want to, again, if you're playing solo, that might make it a little more interesting. And then we have the first Spanish lick where he does half the intro, so we got a C over add ninth to G, and then we're back into the verse with the C add ninth and G for 2 more measures. He'll come up to Seems Like Only Yesterday, the stars on Brighton Beach. You know, we just learned that part. Now they go into a bridge, okay? So this is after the second verse, there's a bridge. For the bridge, what we're going to do is E minor and C for 3 measures. Okay, so the last measure is A minor, B over G, and then D. To some far off distant shore. Then you have your next Spanish lick, and again they do C add ninth and G underneath that. And then you're into verse 3. Third verse carries on just like the first verse. You have your C add ninth and G for 2 measures. Then your E minor to C, E minor to C and D for a half measure. Okay, then we kind of change it up with our G, D, D over F sharp. E minor to C again. That ends the song. So let's go over the Spanish parts. The first lick should sound like this. Okay, so a lot of this is kind of feel and timing. What you're going to be on the 4th string at the 5th fret, and you're going to be playing that. Play a little bit towards the bridge so you get more of a tremblier sound. And then you're going to go 4, 5, 7 on that 4th string, and then back to 5, 4. And then to 7 on the 5th string. 1, 2, 3. So we have. Then he goes to 5 for a 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Slide it down, and then you hit the 6th string, 3rd fret, and do 3 strikes. I'll show you that part again all together. Okay, the next Spanish lick should sound like this. Okay, so what we're doing there is we're going to start on the 3rd string, 7th fret this time. And you do about a measure and a half. And then you're going to give it a 1, 2, 3 on that string. And then you're going to go 1, 2, 3 on the 5th fret. And then a 1, 2, 3 again to 4, and then 7 on the 4th string. And then we repeat that 5 again, 3, 3, and then 4, 7. So together those 5, 4, and 7s. Then you go to 4 again on the 3rd string, and then twice on the 4th string, 5th fret, but it's pretty quick, and then hit 5th fret of the 5th string. Okay, so all together. All right, so that should get you through the song. A little bit difficult to show without playing with the song and the timing, but it's a beautiful song, and I hope it helps everyone.